Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Myself Jasmine Ahmed, your educator for information technology for class 9 and class 10. So today I am here with another session for class 10. So today's topic is Introduction to Database Management System. So what is database management system? What is system? Actually, it is divided into three parts: database, then management, and system. Right. So, what is database? Collection of similar type of data that are used later on. Okay. And what is management? You are managing those data that are being stored, that are being collected. Okay. What is system? System means the software that is being used to store those information. So database management system is a software, is a system that is used to collect the data, similar type of data, and stored, and whenever required it can be retrieved from the system, right? So now let us start with multiple choice question. Okay. First question is, which of the following can be considered as an example of database? Which can be considered? Actually, dictionary can also be considered as an example of database. Telephone directory, mark register, newspaper, all are example of database. Okay. It is not that only one is the example. Actually, all of those, their dictionary, it contains similar type of information. That means you can alphabetically check all the meaning of the word. Then mark register, it contains all the marks that are being secured by the students. Okay. Newspaper, it contains newspaper database also contain information that can be accessed, right? But if you want to check which one is the appropriate one, most appropriate example which can be, it can be the telephone directory. In telephone directory, what happens? Area wise, the information of the telephone number owner is written with their number, with their telephone number. Okay. That is why it is the appropriate example of database, right? Then which of the following is not a DBMS, is not a database management system? We know that MS Access is database management system. It is an example. It is used for database collection. Then OpenOffice Base is also database management system. Then MySQL is also database management system. So which one is non-database management system? MS Excel. What is the purpose? Already we have discussed about calc. So similarly, MS Excel is used. It is an spreadsheet application that is used for calculation purpose, that is used to apply the formulas, to apply the functions, right? So it is not an example of DBMS. It is not a DBMS, right? So now next question, what is the full form? DBMS stands for what? What DBMS stands for? Already in the introduction it is written, DBMS stands for database management system. Okay. Next. So next is, which of the following data model sets a relation between two or more tables? So there are different types of data model, relational data model, network data model, hierarchical data model. But it is asked in the question that which of the data models set a relation between two or more table? Okay, relation between two or more table are used in relational data model. Relational data model. The details associated with an entity. What is entity? Entity means the object. Entity means whatever information you are inserting in the table, those information belongs to some object, right? For example, if information is regarding me, then I am the object, so I am the entity. So the detail associated with an entity are called attributes. So what are attributes? We know that the other name of attribute, what other name of attribute is what? Field. The fields are related. Okay, for example, name. Name is an attribute. Then address is an attribute. Telephone number, date of birth, these are all what? These are all attribute. So let me take one example. For example, this is a table. Okay, this is a table. So in this table, so in database all the information are stored in the form of table, right? So for example, this is a table where student details are to be inserted. Okay, so the entity means student. Okay, students are entity. Students are students are all the students are what? Entity. For example, Jasmine is entity, then Nikita will be entity, so all those students are entity. So regarding those entity, what happened? You will insert the name. So in this for example, this is one column, so these are row. We know that these are row, and these are what? These are column. So in the first column, we have written as name. So what name will be? Name will be entity. Name will be what? Name will be entity. So the detail associated with entity are called what? Are called attributes. What are table? So tables, this one is called the table. Mm. So this one is called what? This one is called the table, right? Then record the all the information regarding the attribute entity, all the information that are entered in the row of that particular entity are called as record. Okay, then primary key, we know that a key that is used in any of the field to bring uniqueness to the table, to bring the uniqueness in the information, that is called primary key. So in this question the correct answer is attribute. Next one, a dash is represented as rows in a field. Which one is represented as a row in a field? Which one is represented as a row in a field? A row in a table. So this is a table. This is a table. In this table, there are columns. There are columns. So those columns are also known as field. Okay, and the name of the field are also, so field, column, field. So it is not related. So it is written as row. So it is absolutely wrong. So field means column, field means column. So it is written as row. So this option is wrong. And attribute also means field. Okay, this is also wrong. What is candidate key? Candidate key means combination of more than one attribute that are termed as primary key. Okay, when more than one field are referred to by some key, then that key is known as what? Then that key is known as candidate key. So this is also wrong. So which one is correct? Record. So why record is correct? So why record is correct? For example, this is a row. Okay, in this row, in this particular row, what happened? For example, for student, it is a student table, right? So student table, first one is name. So name, for example, my name, Jasmine. Okay, then telephone number, contact number. So contact number, 1 2 3 4 5 6, whatever, blah blah blah. The contact number. Then date of birth, my date of birth. Okay, then address. So all these are information of whom? Of the student named Jasmine Ahmed. Okay, so all together these information are known as what? All together this information is known as record. So this is the correct answer. So in which of the following form can a data value be represented? A data value can be numeric. We can insert numeric value. We can insert character value. Character means the string, the alphabets. Okay, numeric means the numbers. Then we can insert what? We can insert alphanumeric, combination of number and alphabets. Combination of number and alphabet is known as alphanumeric. So the data value can be represented by all of them. This is the correct answer. Next question. Which of the following uniquely identifies a row? Already just now I have told which of the following can be uniquely identified as a identifies a row. Uniquely identify. For example, I have set primary key in, so it depends upon the situation, it depends upon the attributes that you are using in the table, that you are using in the table. For example, in this table, say I have entered primary key in contact number. So every individual have different contact number, but it may arise a situation that some siblings, for example, I have a brother, so my brother and my number, we are using the same number, as we don't have our own mobile number. So I'm a student, for example, so my parents number will be number of both of us. In that case, what will happen, and we study in the same class. Okay, in that case, what will happen? So his number or my number cannot be inserted. Okay, if I'll say primary key in this contact number field, I have said what? Primary key. If I'll say primary key, so what is the purpose of primary key? It will not allow to enter duplicate information, duplicate data. It will not allow to enter duplicate data. For example, once my number is being entered, my parents number is being entered, second time it will not allow to enter the same number. If I'll set primary key in this number, that means it will, so what happens, it allows to bring uniqueness in the table, so the information will not be repeated, right? So that is the purpose. So primary key, what are the purpose of primary key? The purpose of primary key is that the field cannot be null, the field cannot be empty. Okay, second purpose, first purpose, this is the second purpose, field cannot be empty, and the first purpose is what? The first purpose is that it will not allow to enter any duplicate data. Okay, so now let us go to the question. So what is written in the question? So in this question, it is written, which of the following uniquely identifies a row in a table? So primary key will uniquely identify the row in a table. There are various key, alternate key, then foreign key, then candidate key. So the purpose of all these keys are different. Okay, the main key that we will be using is primary key. So alternate key is used when primary key will not work. In that case, alternate key will work. And foreign key when there is more than one table, and in those table one common attribute is used, and for example, the common attribute is primary key for one table, then that field will be represented as a foreign key in the next table. Candidate key, already just now I have told, more than one field is referred. If a key is applied in more than one field, then that key is known as candidate key. Okay, I hope students you are liking my videos. If you all are liking my videos, if my videos are helping you all, then please do not forget to subscribe my channel so that you can get more notifications in future. And do not forget to like also, and do not forget to comment whatever queries you have. Not only comment that ma'am, it is very good, it is very bad, or like that. Whatever question, if you are facing any doubt in the question, you can ask me in the comment section so that I can clear you more precisely. Okay, because some of the students may understand what I am telling and some of the students may not. So for in that case, I am always ready to help those students who are not understanding what I am trying to deliver to them. Okay, some of the student may have language problem also. In that case, you can ask me. Okay, so I'll be very happy to share everything precisely clearly. Okay, then next question, question number 9, back to question. A dash is a feature of database using which we can enter data in a table in an easy and user-friendly manner. So this is the main word, user-friendly manner. So user-friendly means everyone can enter. Everyone can enter. Okay, means technical person, they are allow, they will enter, but non-technical person can also allow. That is called user friendly. All the users will be in a will use that particular you can say option very easily. That is called user friendly manner. So query, what is query? It is a question. Okay, it is a question, and it has this query have some syntax which should be followed. Okay, syntax, or you can say command, which should be followed. So non-technical person will not be able to use this. So it is not at all user friendly. Report means after completion of creation of database, after completion of creation of table, after inserting all the information of the table, what the database administrator will do, the database administrator will create a report in a printed form. The database that are represented in a printed form is known as what? Report. So it is not user friendly also. This is also done by the IT experts. Okay, then field, already you have discussed field means that is present in the table. So the table that have been created by the IT expert is not user friendly to other people, non-technical persons. So which one is user friendly? Form. Which one is user friendly? Form. After creation of the table are converted in the pattern of form. So I think everyone is aware of form. In manually also, whenever we go for any admission in a place, there are application forms are available. Okay, in those application form, what happened? We have to fill up the blank area. That means name. Then this is, for example, this is an application form. Here what will be written? Name. So in the blank area, I will have to write the name. Then there will be a contact number. Write your contact number. Then address, everything, every details. Okay, in the bank also there is a form. Okay, everywhere we will find a form. So that form, the online form, in online also. So I think everyone is aware of Facebook and all those, Instagram and WhatsApp. In everywhere, the what is the first thing we have to do? The first thing is fill up the form. That means the create your account. Create what? Create account. Create account. For create account, what we have to do? We have to fill a form where they ask for your email ID, they ask for password, they ask for the contact number and your name. That form is user friendly to all everyone. Nowadays every people have smartphone, right? So in that smartphone, they create their own Facebook account, they create their own Instagram, and in WhatsApp also. So that form is user friendly, that is being used by everyone. So that is known as form. Okay, I think it is very much clear to you all now. A dash is a question asked from the database. Already just now I have told what is a question. A query is a question that is asked from database. In the database, what happened? There is a table. There is table in the database. There is a table. In that particular table, what happens? In that particular table, you are inserting information, right? You are inserting information. So a situation may arise that from that table you want to see some information, you want to modify some information. For in that case, what happened? You use this syntax, you use the query, you arise question. Okay, to retrieve the information, to insert some information, to modify the table, to delete the database, to delete the table. Okay, so this is the end of multiple choice question. So let us move on to uh, true and false. So okay, first question is what? Let me take one different color pen. Okay, what is the first question? The first question is a database cannot be organized. This is very much wrong. The main purpose is database. The main purpose of a database is to make the information in an organized manner. Okay, this is a wrong statement. A data is a collection of raw fact. Yes, the unprocessed fact is known as data. For example, only my name is a data. Whenever my name, my contact number, my address, my every details of mine will be what? Information. So the raw fact is known as data. It is very much true. A table can be created without a primary key. No, a table cannot be created without a primary key. Because why? Because if we will create the main purpose, there are some advantages of database management system. One of the advantages is redundancy. What redundancy? Redundancy means to remove the redundancy means what? Duplicacy. Okay, redundancy means duplicacy. Redundancy. So what is redundancy? Redundancy means duplicacy, right? So one of the advantages of database management system is to remove the duplicacy. So if you will not insert a primary key, if you will not set a primary key in our attribute, then it will not remove redundancy. It will allow duplicacy to happen. So it is not possible that in a database duplicate data are allowed. So for example, let me take one example. In a bank, in the account attribute, for example, account number, every bank account holder have an account number, right? So if a account number is duplicated, that means I have an account number, same account number is belongs to another user also, another account holder also, then what will happen? Then what will happen? The information will be mismatched. Every details, the bank will face problem. The I will face problem. The another user account holder will also face the problem. So many problems will arise. So to remove those problems, what happened? In the account number, a primary key is set so that all the account holder have different account number. You can see that no account holder have the same account number. So a table cannot be created without a primary key. Two tables can be related in a network data model. No, in a network data model, two tables are not related. In which model two tables are related? Two tables are related in relational database model. MS Access is an example of database. MS Access is an example of database. It is actually correct statement. It is correct statement. It is not false statement. MS Access is actually it is false statement. Actually, it is false statement. Why? It is saying as an example, right? MS Access is not an example of database. MS Access is a database management system. It is a management system. It is the system where we can create our database, where we can insert our database. It is saying that MS Access is an example of database. It is very much false statement because it is not an example. Example means what? Already we have discussed in the first question about the example. These are the example. But it is saying that not in DBMS. So look at the two statement. Look at the two statement. It is saying example. Example is not example of database. MS Access is the system. Access is the application where we are creating the database. So it is not an example of database. It is a false statement. So many of you may get confused that ma'am, MS Access is a database. No, it is a database management system where we create our database. So it is not an example of database. It is a false statement. So now let us check fill in the blanks. So in fill in the blanks, the raw fact constitute, already we have discussed the raw fact constitute what? Data. A dash is a real world object about which information is to be stored in a database. Already we have discussed the entity is what? Entity is object. Okay. Output of a query may be represented in the form of report, the printed form. So the printed form is known as the output of the query. Okay. The data value for all the field related to a person or object is called a record. Already we have discussed regarding records. All the field values that are eligible to be the primary key are the candidate key for that table. Already I have discussed that more than one attribute or more than one field when considered as a primary key, then that is called as candidate key. So in the next class, I will discuss all the question related to this chapter. Okay. So I hope you will like my video. So if you will like my video, do share, do like, do comment, and do subscribe. Okay. And I hope this session, the topic that I have discussed right now is related to database management system. It will help you all to gather more information regarding this chapter. So thank you everyone. Bye bye. Have a nice day.